Hi everyone, I'm Donna. I'm a library assistant at Alkek and I work at the Ask Alkek desk, which is on the main entrance on the main floor of the library. So today I'm here to show your class a few things about the library website. And as you can see, I have the screen pulled up, and how I got here is just by the main homepage. And up here you've got some quick links. We want to click the library. So a few things to start off with. As you can see, we have some search tools, but first I'd like to show y'all how to contact us in case you have any questions before you come to the library in person. So if you scroll all the way to the bottom of this page, you'll see a phone number right here. So this phone number is the Ask Alkek desk number. The first people that you'll become contacts with at the library, it'll be me and my coworkers and our student workers that are happy to help answer any questions. We get a whole lot of questions. We've heard it all. Please don't feel shy. We would love to have students come and talk to us, especially new students, because we love to meet the new students on campus. So that is how to reach us. And in case you need help finding a book or you want to see if we have a textbook available on reserve, which I'll get into more later, you can click Menu right here, click on About Us, click on Contact Us, click on Departments, and click on Access and Collection Services. So if you need to find a textbook to see if your instructor put it on reserve for your class, you'll click the checkout desk. That desk is located on the third floor, as it says right here, and that is their phone number, same few digits, and then their number ends in 3681. So those are the two main points you're going to be contacting. But here's the main page again. I'm going to go back into the library homepage and also show you some things about the library hours. So right here you have your location and hours, and I'm going to click Alkek Library. It says today we're open till 6 p.m., but you can totally check and see what our future hours are going to be. And then looking ahead, you can kind of plan out your study schedule if you need to. I always recommend coming to the library website to check the hours. Sometimes Google is a little bit off. Okay, so now that you know about the hours and the Ask Alkek desk and the checkout desk, you'll learn more about the checkout desk as soon as you come to the library. They help with any kind of checking out of resources, and they also do money transactions. So if you are paying for a fine, let's say, that would be the checkout desk as well. And our Ask Alkek desk is always available for questions. So if you have a question and need it answered, don't worry, you can always come and find us. So now to kind of go over the textbook reserves. Now this is kind of an exciting thing. If you are taking a class and your instructor put the textbook on reserve, that means you can come to the library and check it out, and you don't have to pay for that textbook. You can just come check it out from the library and use it to study for the semester. And how you do that is you go to this little Start Your Research box here. You want to click below the box where it says Catalog. Now I have the catalog box pulled up. I'm going to click this drop-down menu here, and I'm going to click Reserve Course. And I'm going to type in an example for y'all and search. Okay, you want to put a space between those to get the proper term, but as you can see, it's pulled up the course itself, and it looks like it's also pulled up a professor for the class. Okay, so if this is your instructor, you can look and see what textbooks are available. Or if you'd prefer to look under the course, you can click on the course, and here are some listings for that as well. Now, if I go back to the library homepage, again, you can get there just through clicking on the catalog page. Now, another popular service the library offers is our study spaces. To find that on the library website, you'll simply scroll down past our headlines here. Past events and workshops, you'll see a box that says Spaces, designed for you. You'll click Find a Space, and we list all of our spaces in our library locations. We have a library at Round Rock campus. We have a couple spaces at our Archives and Research Center, but you want to go ahead and click Alkek Spaces. You'll click Explore Our Spaces, and this will help you kind of narrow down what type of study room you're looking for, because we do offer a few and different types. I would say the two most popular, though, are going to be the collaboration study rooms and the group study rooms. The collaboration study rooms are on the main floor, and you'll see that in our tour video. And our group study rooms are located on floors 5, 6, and 7. So I'm going to click Group Study Room, and then you'll get a list of information about the study room itself. If you want to reserve it with your group, you can let them know or show them this page, and then you'll reserve here. And this is what it looks like. So you'll just go in and sign up for the time that you need. And if you have any questions about the room reservation service, just come down to the Ask Alkek desk and we'll show you. Also, a new feature we have at the library are individual keypads outside of each study room area, so you can log in with your NetID or swipe your ID and reserve the study space directly outside that space at the time. So that's a little bit about our study rooms. Another service that the library offers that students like to use is our Send and Print service. And this is actually a campus-wide service for students. I'm going to go back to the main library website. And here you'll see, and what you'll want to do, and the easiest way for me to do this, is to click Search and then click Send and Print. Okay, so now you can click on the first box that says Send and Print, and then it'll give you a description of how Send and Print works. Now, every student is allotted 2,500 pages for the semester, and as students, that's about 1 cent per page of your $25 printing fee. So this is kind of what that is explaining here. And if you have any questions about that, don't hesitate to ask. Now, to send stuff to the printers, you'll click Login, and this is what the page looks like. This is when you'd like to send something to our printers in the library from your personal laptops. So you'll click Print, and it'll prompt you for your NetID and your login. And see if mine will work. Here it looks like this. And what you'll do is select your option. You can do black and white letter one-sided, or you can do black and white letter two-sided. Your legal options are going to be for long legal paper. We don't get a lot of those, but if you need it, it's there. You'll want to avoid the Round Rock Center's printing options here and here, unless you're on the Round Rock campus and want to use that. So that's Send and Print, and once you've uploaded your option, let me show you kind of what it looks like. Here's where you'll choose your file, and once you've chosen a file, you can send it to the printer, and when the job is done, you'll get a blue check mark on your screen. But again, we can help you with all of that at the library. You can always call us. We have computer help staff also at the Ask Alkek desk, and they're very familiar with the process. Well, that's it for part 1 of this instruction. Stay tuned for part 2. Hope you learned something. If you have any questions, again, just let us know.